Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Psychology. I'm Amelia, and today's video is going to hit home for a lot of you watching, because let me ask you a question. What do you do when the woman you thought was deeply into you suddenly starts pulling away? This isn't just theory. A viewer actually wrote in with this exact problem, and his situation is one that millions of men quietly struggle with. Here's what he said. This girl was constantly pursuing me when I was the alpha, when I was cool, calm, collected, and a little emotionless. But the moment I opened up, showed her my feelings, and became the one who pursued, suddenly she started pulling back. She puts in less effort, shows less interest. How do I get back to being the alpha again, when I've already revealed my emotions? Sound familiar? If you've ever had a woman chase you like crazy in the beginning, only for things to flip once you showed vulnerability, you know exactly how painful and confusing this feels. Now, before I break this down, let me make something clear. Women don't hate emotions. They don't want a robot. But what turns them off is when your emotions turn into neediness. When you stop being the grounded, unshakable man she was first drawn to, and instead orbit around her like she's your entire world. That's when she pulls away. So what do? Let's get into the strategies. Step 1. Stop chasing. Number 1, and this is crucial, stop chasing. I mean it. No more blowing up her phone. No more double texting. No more bending your schedule to fit hers. Here's the psychology. When you chase, you flip the polarity. In the beginning, she was pursuing because she felt your mystery, your strength, your independence. She wanted to earn your attention, but the second you put her on a pedestal and made her your mission, she subconsciously feels she's already won. And the chase dies. That's why you must stop initiating communication. Now, listen carefully. I'm not saying ignore her or be cold. If she reaches out by text, by call, even on social media, absolutely reply. In fact, that's encouraged. But here's the catch. You only respond. You don't chase. This flips the dynamic. Instead of you being the pursuer, you're once again the prize she has to win back. And let me tell you, this alone can reignite attraction faster than almost anything. Now, some of you are already thinking, but Amelia, won't she think I don't care if I stop chasing? Good question. And the answer is no, not if you handle it the right way. Because here's the next step. All right, so now that you've stopped chasing, let's move to the second step. Step 2. Don't be cold and aloof. A huge mistake men make when they hear "stop chasing" is they swing to the extreme. They go full ice mode. They act detached, sarcastic, or even bitter, thinking this will somehow make her miss them. Wrong. That only makes her feel rejected, unwanted, or punished. And guess what? Nobody chases rejection. Instead, when she reaches out, make her feel welcome. That means you show warmth, you're charming, charismatic, even teasing in a playful way. Imagine you're that guy at the party who everyone gravitates toward. Not because he's desperate for attention, but because he radiates good energy. So when she does text you, you don't hit her with a one-word reply like "K" or "cool." You also don't overshare or write essays of your feelings. Instead, you keep it light. You keep it flirty. You keep that sexual tension alive. A simple example. If she says, "Hey stranger, where have you been?" Don't panic. Don't write, "I've been waiting for you to call." That screams neediness. Instead, you smile, and you say something like, "Oh, I figured you were too busy falling in love with me, so I gave you space." Or, "Out in the world causing trouble, trying not to get arrested." Playful, teasing. It makes her laugh, it makes her curious, and most importantly, it makes her want more. Because remember, the goal isn't to shut her out, it's to make every interaction so light and magnetic that she actually craves the next one. Step 3. Be busy. Truly busy. Now this part is huge. If you want to reignite attraction, you cannot make her your only focus. You need to actually have a life. Not pretend, not fake it. Actually have one. Why? Because biologically, women are wired to test whether a man is high value. And high-value men don't sit around refreshing their phone waiting for one woman's text. High-value men are busy building their purpose. They're chasing goals, not chasing a girl. So when she asks, "Where have you been?" don't answer with, "Nowhere, just waiting for you." That kills attraction. Instead, you answer with truth that shows you have a real life. Something like, "Just hit the gym, trying to keep up with Thor-level biceps." Or, "Work's been insane, but I'm finally making moves I've wanted for years." See the difference? You're not just disappearing. You're showing her, without bragging, that your life is full. And that creates a subtle fear of loss in her mind. Because here's the raw psychology. If she feels like she's your entire world, she knows there's no risk of losing you. And with no risk, there's no urgency to chase. But if you have a life that's attractive to others, friends, hobbies, career, even other women, suddenly she knows she could lose you. And that fear is what reignites pursuit. Now, let's pause for a second. Think about this. When was the last time you truly invested in yourself instead of trying to win a woman's attention? Because here's the hard truth. If you don't respect your own time, she won't either. And that brings us to the deeper reason why being busy works like magic. All right, let's go even deeper. Step 4. Raise your value through competition. Here's a truth most men don't want to hear. If she knows you're completely locked on her, if she knows no other woman in the world even has a chance with you, then her subconscious instantly relaxes. She feels safe in the wrong way. Not safe like "I trust him." Safe like "I don't have to work for him anymore." And when a woman feels there's no risk of losing you, the chase ends. That's why you need to raise your value by being attractive to other women. Not by bragging, not by faking, but by living a life so magnetic that naturally other people notice. Think about it. When you're out with friends, working on your career, taking care of your body, chasing your passions, you're signaling to her and the world, "I'm in demand, I'm valuable." This creates a powerful psychological trigger called social proof. If other women see you as desirable, she will instinctively value you more. Not because she's shallow, but because human biology is wired for competition. Now don't get it twisted. I'm not telling you to cheat or to play games. I'm telling you to live a life where you are a man other people want to be around. That's what forces her to chase again. Step 5. Never put her on a pedestal. And here's the biggest killer of attraction, placing her above everything else in your life. When you act like she's your queen, your goddess, your one and only lifeline, you actually destroy her attraction. Why? Because pedestalizing her sends the message, "You're the prize, I'm the chaser." But attraction doesn't work that way. In reality, a woman feels most drawn to you when she sees you as the prize. So let me make this practical. If you're always instantly available, she'll subconsciously feel you have nothing better going on. If you rearrange your entire schedule just to see her, she'll think, "If I'm this guy's whole life, what does that say about his value to other people?" If your body language is desperate, leaning in too much, texting constantly, over-explaining, you're silently telling her she's out of your league. And guess what? She'll start to believe it. But when you stand tall, when you have strong, grounded body language, when you smile like you've got secrets she hasn't even discovered yet, that's when she leans in. That's when she starts chasing. Because you're not begging for her validation. You're living your life like a man she has to earn back. Now here's where most men get this wrong. They think being high value means being arrogant, cocky, or treating women poorly. That's not true at all. The real secret is this. You make her feel special when she's with you, but you never make her your entire universe. That balance is what creates irresistible tension. Let's talk about something most men never hear enough. Your emotions are not the problem. Women don't want a man who's heartless, stone cold, or incapable of feelings. That's a myth. What they do want is a man who knows how to handle his emotions without drowning in them. And here's the truth. If every time you feel love, affection, or fear of losing her, you dump all of that on her, you stop being her rock. Instead, you become a storm she has to manage. And no woman wants to mother her man emotionally. So what do you do instead? You ration your emotions. You share enough for her to feel connected, but you always keep your center. You show vulnerability, but you also show strength. Because at the core of attraction is this question: can this man hold his own even if I pull away? Step 6. Stay grounded and be willing to walk away. This is where 99% of guys fail. They think, if I just prove to her how much I care, she'll love me back. But the brutal reality is, the more you prove, the less she feels. Why? Because the moment she senses you can't walk away, she knows she owns you. She knows no matter how badly she treats you, no matter how little effort she puts in, you'll always be there chasing her. That's when attraction dies. The most powerful signal you can ever send is this: I love being with you, but I don't need you to survive. If she pulls away and never comes back, you have the strength to move on. Not in bitterness, not in anger, but with the quiet confidence that you'll find someone who chooses you without hesitation. And paradoxically, that's when women chase the hardest, when they know you're not a prisoner to their attention. Step 7. Focus on self-improvement. Now, here's the real hack. While you're not chasing her, you need to be chasing something else: yourself. Hit the gym, not to impress her, but to feel powerful in your own skin. Level up your finances, not to flex, but to build the life you deserve. Build your career, not so she sees you as successful, but because purpose fuels masculinity. Deepen your friendships, expand your social life, and give back to your community, because a man with a strong tribe is a man no one wants to lose. Here's the psychology. When she sees you growing, when she sees you leveling up, she realizes two things. You're not waiting around for her approval. Other women will notice what she's ignoring. And that's when fear of loss kicks in, and her attraction starts to climb again. Let me put it bluntly. If you keep making her your mission, you'll lose her. But if you make yourself your mission, she'll chase you. That's the paradox most men never learn. And when you truly understand it, you'll never see relationships the same way again. Now let's get brutally honest. Step 8. If she doesn't come back, move on. Here's the hardest pill to swallow. Sometimes, no matter what you do, she won't come back. And if that happens, you need to hear me clearly. She's not the one. It doesn't matter how much you invested, how intense the beginning was, or how much you felt she was different. If she doesn't value you enough to stay, she's simply not your person. And I know that stings. I know your mind will scream, but she was perfect. She was everything I wanted. No, what you're feeling is insecurity lying to you. The truth? If she doesn't choose you, she wasn't the one for you. Period. Because the right woman doesn't run away when you open up. The right woman doesn't punish you for showing emotion. The right woman matches your effort. So if she leaves and never comes back, good. You've just been set free for someone better. Step 9. Date other people, but with integrity. Now this part is critical. Until you're in a solid, mutually committed relationship, you need to keep your options open. That doesn't mean you lie, or manipulate, or use women. No, it means you're honest with yourself and others, that you're exploring, learning, and finding the right match. Think of it like this. You're sampling ice cream flavors. How would you know which one is your favorite if you only ever try one? So date, explore, build connections. And if intimacy happens, that's when you need to have an honest conversation. Are we exclusive, or are we both still meeting other people? That honesty is what separates a man of integrity from a man who plays games. And trust me, women can feel the difference. Step 10. Always leave them. Wanting more attraction isn't built by flooding her with attention. It's built by tension, by leaving her wanting just a little more of you each time. So when you talk to her, don't drag the conversation out until it dies. Leave it while the energy is high. When you see her, don't spend the whole day glued together. Leave her with memories that make her crave the next moment. This is the secret motto. always leave them wanting more. Listen, guys, if you take nothing else from this video, remember this. Don't chase, don't pedestalize, don't lose yourself in the process of trying to win her. Instead, build yourself. Build your life. Build your value. Because when you're a man who's out in the world chasing goals, building friendships, and living with purpose, you become the kind of man women don't want to lose. And if she doesn't want you, that's fine. Because there's someone else who will. And by that time, you'll be so grounded, so strong, and so attractive that you won't even be worried about whether one woman pulls away. That's the power of dark psychology. It flips the frame. Instead of asking, "How do I keep her?" you ask, "How do I keep myself?" And when you master that, she'll chase you. So if this resonated with you, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. And of course, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. I'm Amelia, this is Dark Psychology, and remember, always leave them wanting more. See you in the next one.